Hi, I'm Joe and I have been doing a Murph every single day for 10 days so far. I will be doing this every single day for a month as part of a challenge while I'm in quarantine to just keep myself entertained. And to celebrate, I am going to do 5 Murphs in one day. So just to explain what the Murph is, it is a hero workout named after Lieutenant Murphy. It consists of a 1 mile run, 100 pull-ups, 200 press-ups, 300 body squats, and another 1 mile run. You can do the middle section in any order you like. So simply, I will be doing 5 pull-ups, 10 press-ups, 15 body squats, and then repeat that 20 times without any rest. So, quick disclaimer before we start. I don't own a £20 vest, but I do have 2 £20 dumbbells, pull-ups and squats. So when using pull-ups, I will attach it via the belt, and squats, I will just hold it. For the push-ups, I will be putting it inside a rucksack along with some padding of my Pikachu onesie. Here we go, it's time for Murph number 1. It is about 11 AM. I didn't want to do it any earlier than this because I live in Mongolia and it is very, very polluted here in the mornings and it's just not healthy to exercise. So, Murph number 1, let's go. Okay, now back to my room. It takes around 2 minutes to go down some stairs, through a door, round a little corner, up 3 more flights of stairs, and then back into my room. But that doesn't count in the total time. That 2 minutes I subtract from the final time, and then I just continue my workout. I was in such a rush to finish. I've forgotten my shoes. So I've recovered enough to actually speak now. That's number 1 done. PB out of the last 10 days as well. That was 39 minutes, 14 seconds, which is a PB of about 2 minutes or something like that, which is fantastic. I don't think I'm going to keep that up for the rest of the day, but we'll see. It's time for a shower, some food, and then I'm going to go on and do number 2. I'm going to try and rest about an hour and just see how I feel then. So it's been about an hour. It's about 6 degrees outside, so not too cold. The snow is all melting here at last, which is nice. You have to wear a mask outside because it is an Asian country and therefore there is a massive mask culture. But looking cool, and now let's go. Just lying on the floor of my house now. That was physically a lot harder and my arms are shaking. I think the last maybe 5 sets were pretty much to failure every single time. I couldn't have done another rep. I think it was probably about 4 minutes slower, so not a fantastic time, but still, I did it, I made it, and now it's time to grab a smoothie, some more food, and then we'll head on to number 3. Okay, time for Murph number 3. When you only have an hour, and you know you only have an hour to do your kind of chores and tasks, everything seems to get done really quick. I've sent some emails for work, I've done my washing, not put it away yet, but that's a different step. That'll be after this Murph. This is Murph number 3, let's go. Okay, just a little commentary over this clip, just to explain that Murph number 3 was ridiculously hard compared to number 2. My hips, my knees, they really started to cramp up and ache. You'll see that in the run at the end. I'm just waddling, to be honest. I'm not even properly running anymore. I do stretch out after this and it does get a bit better, but that was the main sticking point during this. As you can see, during these press-ups and pull-ups, the speed of them is significantly slower than anything I've done before. Okay, that was horrible. Yeah, number 3 was hard. I've rested for about an hour and a half this time, and I'm about to do number 4. So, I also have a strange idea. It's 5 o'clock now, and sunset is about 7:30. So I reckon if I do Murph number 4 and number 5, the final run, or 1 mile, can be up the mountain and hopefully get sunset. So I now have something to set my mind on. I've got to get 2 Murphs done in 2.5 hours. So let's go. Jumping back on to commentate through this Murph here, it was a lot harder. As you can see on the pull-ups, my form is breaking a little bit. On the press-ups, we were vaguely okay. They just took a lot longer. And on the squats, it was a nightmare. As you can see, at points I had to just stand and wait for my legs to decramp, and then I would just continue to reach that 15. So that is Murph number 4 done. I can't really think right now, my brain is just completely dead. My legs have just given up completely. As you can see, I'm sure you will see in the squats, I couldn't even do 15, and the pull-ups and push-ups, because they're lower reps, they seem to be okay. But yeah, you can see this glistening layer of sweat on me, and the veins in my forehead are starting to pop out. I've got a little bit of a headache. It's about an hour and a half now, I think, till sunset, so I really need to just get on and do the next one, because I know it's going to be ridiculously slow. I'm going to eat lots of fast acting carbs now, chocolate, fruit, that kind of thing, drink a lot of water, and I'm just going to go for Murph number 5. And so the final Murph began. This time there were many form breaks. Multiple times I had to stop my pull-ups and just rest, shake my arms out, shake my back out, and then get back to doing it exactly the same. Sets of 5 were no longer possible. It was 3, then break, then 2. During the press-ups, my elbows really hurt for this set. In fact, throughout the whole thing, there were many times when I just had to lie on the floor and wait for my body to recover, to push through for that final peak that I needed to get up. It was nearly sunset, the time was closing in, and therefore I just had to keep going. The squats were far by the hardest thing I've ever done. My legs burnt, I had to stand up and rest, they were shaking. At many times I nearly fell over. As you can see, stumbling backwards and just having to take a break and then get going again. But there was always the end in sight, and soon I was going up that mountain. I could see the peak. Time was closing in. The sun was fading. I had to get up there, but I could see the final peak, And as I got closer and closer and closer, I realised I was going to make it. And then I was there. I'd made it. I'd completed all my Murphs, and I was sitting watching sunset over the town. A patchwork of lights slowly spread out in front of me as I looked over the town. And at that point, everything I'd done in that day was worth it. I ached, my whole body hurt, but it was done. I had completed it, and now I had this view.